Just let me show it to you. Just a moment, Professor. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, looking at the overview of the students, we find still there are a few of them who have not completed. It started off from the fifth page and then going on to sixth page. Also, we see a couple of them who are yet to complete the seventh page as well, and the eighth page. So the numbers are increasing. Let me tell you that this the completion progress is nothing. Is not that we are giving you a lot of work. It's just that we want you to visit small things that we have put up in your as activity. Now yesterday also you would have seen. Ms. Farah had given you quiz activity. That was only to show you all how you all can use different types of quiz formats for your students. Of course, it was also to test your alertness, how much alert you are during the session, how much you have understood what Professor Vinay and the other trainer has said. So even to test that, but then the most important objective was to make you understand how to use the different types of quiz plugins. So please, friends, even if you find one question inside or you find just something over there, at least go and click on that, view that, so that your completion progress will show full. And one more thing, what we see is still people are finding, posting their attendance, filling their attendance difficult. I do not know what's the issues. One suggestion I can give is there are, I feel there are more than one participant from a single institution. So if one participant has completed, the other participants can take the help of his or her colleague from the same institution. I think so. You need to stay in connect with each other so that you can ensure that the completion progress is full. And I think so, some congratulation message has also gone to all those participants whose completion progress is showing full. So right, today we are going to move on to a much more updated session on CO. I think so. Professor is going to deal. I do not know what is having in mind today. So COPO mapping is left. Bloom's taxonomy is left. So let's see what Professor has to deal with today. I'm sure we are going with the schedule, of course, but here and there he also thinks of something new and he tries to come up in between. So on to Professor Vinay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, participants.
Yes. Thank you very much, madam. Am I audible to all of you? Audible as well as visible. Please check.
Very much audible and very much visible, Professor. You can please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So first of all, let me tell you that today we had a discussion with our Moodle team from Australia, and they have told us that this is under the version is under the completion yet. So there will be some plugins which are off that you are not finding in the new Moodle site. That will be made on maybe after 2 weeks. Okay, it will take around 2 weeks time to make it fully compatible and doing with this lot of stuff. So we need to be a little bit more patient about that, right? So this is what exactly I wanted to share this with all of you. So those plugins that which are not visible to you, you may think something differently, but no, there is no need. So meanwhile, we can do this way that we will just learn right now whatever is there, and to the extent that is the games and other pedagogies that we are looking forward today. So we'll go for that, and then probably in coming days you can just explore about it. So whatever I have told you, that certificate criteria, that also I'll be taking back from all of you, so that it will not be a big problem for all of you to go for that. But the pedagogy will remain one and the same, right? And the pedagogy thinking behind that, the process application, etc., are very important. So that I think we will be taken care of about it. Correct. So yesterday, how many of you have tried for assignment plugin? Can I know this? How many of you have tried for assignment plugin yesterday? Okay. So, yes. Okay. Okay, that's very great. Fine. That's really wonderful. So many have done this. So many of you have done this. Also rubrics. Very good. Nirmala madam, you have done it also rubrics. Very nice. Okay. So how was your experience? Can you want to just, if you just want to share in one word, then? Okay. So Zinat madam, you have also done the rubrics. Okay, fine. Okay. So many of you must have done
Professor,
this.
can we just take one or two participants, if they just a minute time, with one or two participants who want to tell you how much they enjoyed using this assignment?
Yeah,
plugin?
please. Yes, madam, sure.
One or two participants, you all can unmute your, I mean, one by one, just two participants I would take from my 119 participants who are present. How did you work on assignment plugin, whether you found any difficulty or whether you enjoyed it, and how did you feel it fixing rubrics? Any one of them can unmute your video and audio and speak to all of us. Anyone. Yes. We are teachers, so I don't think so anybody would be hesitant. Yeah. Yes, Professor Nirmala. Yes, Professor Nirmala. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Sir, we were trying to do with assignment plugin and rubrics plugin. Assignment plugin we were able to do, sir, but it was very difficult for us to work out on rubrics. So as ma'am suggested that you can seek the help of your colleague or those who are working in our institute, we ran up to one of the professor who has already undergone the FTP under your guidance. So he was helping us in fixing the rubrics, sir. So it was a great experience for us, and we have been probing into things, sir. We are learning a lot, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Nirmala. Anybody else would like to share their experience?
This is Jannat from.
Yes, Janat baby. Yes. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. I just tried assignment. Actually, I have created the Moodle for the subject which I'm handling in this semester for 7 semester students. I have not shared the site, but with that course in my mind, I have created. So I have really created the assignment. Initially, the basics, some 10 questions I have created, and the rubrics also I have set. The guideline. What I have followed is I just try to remember what and all I learned yesterday. Then I just looked into the WhatsApp message that Ms. Farah, she has given. That is really useful. So whenever I have doubt, I just go through that, and I was able to do that. As Vinay sir has pointed out, many times we struggle and we click this, we click that, and finally we got through it. So I just set assignment. Actually, I typed one Word document and uploaded that right in assignment.
Thank you, Professor Janat Bibi. Excellent and very straightforward feedback you have given on your experience on using your assignment plugin. Seriously, we would love to hear as trainers from everybody your experiences. Whenever you are asked, please feel free to unmute your video, your audio, and speak to us. Thank you very much, all of you. On to Professor Vinay. Professor Vinay. Hello, Professor Vinay.
So I was wondering what to say first as a first sentence. So,
Sir, you unmute your video, sir. If you don't show your face, it looks as though there is no teacher in the class. You show us your face.
Yes, yes. Already, I think I have already unmuted my video. So it is there already. Correct.
Professor, I have a doubt also.
Yes, Vijay Ravan sir, what do you want to say?
Yeah, sir, Professor, good evening, both the professors. So it is a nice experience, but I have a doubt that assignments, both marking guide and rubrics, can we do it separately or in a single?
So either you should do marking guide or either you should do rubrics. That is up to you. You can make two plugins if it is if you want to both. You can make,
we have used two plugins, sir.
yeah, you can make two plugins, sir. Yes,
Okay.
obviously it is there.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Reena madam.
Good
Yes,
evening.
Marshalani, Nina, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Please
Marshalani
go
and
ahead.
Reena. I want to thank you so much for teaching us about all those rubrics and all. And apart from learning all those plugin and everything, the one thing that I learned the most is the PDF file. I never know what is called PDF. I'll be thinking that we have documents and PPT, and why do we need PDF? But you yesterday explained to me that it is the portable document file which is opened in any OS. So that thing I want to really thank you, because you enlightened me on that part. And the next is the assignment plugin and rubrics and marking scheme, which were all easy. And once I take a question paper, now I am thinking how I am going to separate all those marks according to the rubrics. So it also helps me in like designing a question also. So thank you so much for teaching that. Thank you, and it was really awesome while doing the assignment plugin.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you very much. Okay, on to Professor Vinay now.
Yes, very nice. So that's so wonderful about it. Am I audible to you? Yeah.
You
Am I
are
audible and
audible,
visible?
sir, but you are not visible. You are audible but not visible.
Now I'm yes, I'm visible and audible both now, I think. So just check it out. So I was really wondering what to say to Zinat madam, that you have said that you were clicking. Just wait. So I was really wondering what to say to madam, but then I thought that I will definitely say that struggle is learning. This is what the first thing that I wanted to say to you. And unless until you struggle yourself, you will not be able to learn. You will not be able to learn. That's very simple approach that we are having. And that's the reason why instead of giving you spoon feeding, that the term that is used by Heather madam, normally many of the times, instead of we giving you spoon feeding, we are just leaving some scope of struggle to remain there with you. So I think there is some problem with just wait, madam. I will change my setting here. Yeah, okay. Fine, I'm extremely sorry. So I just changed my network. I think now it will be going very smooth here onwards. Okay, so I was just thinking about what to say to Zinat madam. You nicely said that you just clicked on all options and then you come across and then you said, yes, it is maybe working fine. And I must be very much thankful to Reena madam, who said that, yes, you got it very nicely. And You also ask to your previous fellow colleagues what you have done, how they have approached and all this, right? And then only it has came to your side. Then only it has came to your rescue. That's really a great, wonderful approach. That this is what is called as collaborative learning. And let me tell you that all these books are not available in Google or nothing is available there. So we may not be knowing about this, how exactly the things are moving across and going it forward. So we are not aware exactly about that. What is we are aware is about making that model to our own rescue, to our own solution, to our own way. That is very important. And one thing I must tell you, in assignment or any other plugin in the Moodle, first thing we have to do is that we have to read the definition very carefully. So if you read the definition of that particular plugin very carefully, then you will be able to get what is the purpose of it. Now, assignment plugin will be used when you want to collect something from the user. You have given something to the user, you have collected them to your end, and then we are going to make it evaluation or something like this. Then it makes sense. Okay, it's as simple as that. So therefore, what we are having in Indian education system, very importantly, one is the quiz system, that is oral examination or something like this, and second one is a theory examination, isn't it? So this theory examination and oral examination makes a lot of sense with us, and we are going for that particular event. So this is how it has to be taken into account. And let me tell you, normally many of the faculty members, they just give up. You please never give up unless until you are succeeding in that. Okay, and this approach should be imbibed in the student as well, that we are never giving up, because we all teachers are from solution side, not from problem side. There are problems, that's why teachers are required. If just imagine that tomorrow the whole world has conquered all the problems and everything, then who will learn us from our side? So there are problems and we need to fight with those problems, and that's the reason why it is there. Situations are changing, there is a dynamic learning environment every time. Even Moodle is changing. The newer versions are coming, you can just see. So previously when we started in 2015, that time 2.8 was there. Now we have gone to 3.9, newer version has came, 3.9. And new facilities are getting added into that. And there are so many things. So we need to keep on learning about this, right? I always tell to my students that you are very lucky that after 6 months your examination is there. After 3 months your examination is there. But once you pass out, then probably every day will be the examination, right? So these are the basically two approaches. And one more thing, just yesterday, I think many of you have asked me, that is whether antivirus is there or not. Antivirus is available in the paid version. So we need to be careful about that. Okay, so antivirus will not be available in the free version, because the free antivirus package, I have already told you, plagiarisma.net is the only available package, free. The rest others are not there. Okay, so today we are going to see the new one. And before that, let me tell you that you just wait for all the features of Moodle to be enabled within our Moodle site. Just give us some time, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, and it will be available to all of us. Okay, so there will not be any problem about this. So today, what is there we are going to discuss? How to create attendance, sir. So Vijay Raghavan, sir, I must tell you that in new Moodle site, it is not available right now. It will be made available. So this is what in Moodle Moot that we are having the panel discussion. So I come to know from that. Okay, so you need to wait for that particular plugin to be available, right? So meanwhile, we are already having this our Moodle site, and we know what is going on here. And this Moodle site is having 3.5, the older version of that, and that's why we are keeping it here as it is. And you are also having a new version, so that we can go for this. Okay, completion progress and course completion status, tracking student as per NAAC, Moodle at its best, and the game pedagogy. These are our topics of discussion today. So I'm sharing my screen to all of you, dear friends. So I must repeat once again, it's not only about using the Moodle, it's about creation of the purpose, right? Why, for what reason we are using that plugin? If you just think of more into that, and then I think you will be very successfully able to solve that particular Moodle assignment, right? Now you can just see here, this is the completion progress and course completion status that we are having. So you can just go to site administration first here and just open this plugin, right? This is called as completion progress. You can see completion progress. Okay, so type completion progress inside site administration. Then you can see there are so many things that is coming here. So you can go to manage blocks, and in manage blocks, this is available, right? This is called
Sorry,
as
sir.
completion progress.
Sir, we cannot see your screen, sir. You haven't yet shared it.
It is
Madam, I have-
visible, Professor Anuradha. It is visible.
do
Oh,
one
Aishu
thing,
also
madam.
saying screen is not visible. Oh.
Madam, you do one
For
thing,
me,
you
it is
just
not
pin my screen. You pin my
It
screen,
is
madam.
visible for us. Pin it, Professor Anuradha.
Okay, ma'am.
Pin
I have to find out.
him, and you will be able to
Yeah,
see
it is
him.
coming now. Yes.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay, so you can go to course completion progress and keep its eye open here. Okay, and also the course completion status, keep its eye open. Then both will be open for all of you. And then you can go to the site administration here. You can just see. Okay, and then go to our Moodle site. Go to the site home here and click on this the Moodle site. Okay, and then what you can do is go to the turn editing on option. You can see, go to turn editing on option, then only it is visible. What is visible? This add a block is visible. If you don't make it turn editing on, then add a block is not visible, right? I will show you once again. You can just say turn editing off, and then you can see it is not there. So site administration you are having, and you can see turn editing on. Click on this turn editing on and go to add a block. Okay, so go to this add a block, and then you can see completion progress. So click on this completion progress, then this completion progress bar is automatically available to all of you. Okay, now if you directly just do this here, it will not be available. So you have to go to this course completion. Course completion where? In setting gear. In the course setting gear, you have to click on this course completion and go to this course completion here. You can see bulk edit activity completion. So you can add all activities and make save changes here. All activities and save changes here. Okay. At the same time, go to this course completion here, and then you can see course is complete when all conditions are met. That you have to click on here, and activity, all this course completion, select all or none. So then you will select all here and make save changes. Once you make this, then only this course completion bar is active for all of us. And then what you can do, you can go just to configure completion progress bar, right? And there you can see how to present long bars, that is you are squeezing in between that. Then you can see use icons, show percentage to students. It is already no, you can make it yes. So you can now see the percentage changes in yourself, right? And this is a very important tool in Moodle. You can just see now that all the progress bar, whoever is being giving, whoever is spending time getting that, they are probably very important for all of us, right? I think Anuradha madam has kept her mic open.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'll
Yep. So you can do that, and this is how it has been possible here to make the completion progress, right? You can see the completion progress bar. You can make it possible, show all 150, right? And there you can give the various options to them. That is how it is possible, have done it or not. So let's say, for example, here 100%. Those who are 100%, you can send them message also. You can just see here. So you can send a message, you can add a new note to all of them, right? So this is how it is, will be very useful. And the most important thing that we can do with the help of this plugin is we can segregate the students, right? Those students who have done the work and those students who have not done the work. You can segregate them. And once you segregate, you can adopt your own strategy of making the pedagogy, making implementation of that with respect to it. And this is how it is very important, right? Then in the similar way, you can go to course completion progress. You can see here. Sorry. Go to the dashboard here and go to site home once again. Just like our model structure. Go to the second FDP here. You can see. And you can have many plugins here. That is blocks. We call it as blocks. Okay, many blocks. Add a block. And in this add a block, course completion status is here. Right. So this course completion status you can configure here. View course report. You can see now. If you see the course report here, now what will happen here? You can just see. Now we can get as per our course. Say for example, participation details. Who has filled and who has not filled, that you will get it directly from this matrix. Right? You will directly get it this from this matrix here. You can see Google Meet link who has clicked, then attendance who has completed, yellow one who has completed, and who has not completed, that I can make it very easily here. So the course completion, the completion progress is with respect to the students, right? And the course completion status is with respect to the plugin that you have generated, the pedagogy that you have created. Ultimately, you have generated plugin means what you have done. You have created a pedagogy, dear friends, isn't it? What you have done, you have created a pedagogy, and that's the reason why it is visible to all of us, right? So now we are making with respect to the pedagogy here. You can just see L03, then this demo quiz, the yellow fear, Moodle quiz type. So course complete. So I can now see if I scroll down vertically here, vertically and vertically up and down, then I can see which student has not completed the task, right? So this is task wise. At the same time, you can download this in spreadsheet format. You can download this in Excel format, and you can complete this task, right? So there are two blocks that we have just shown you today. Which are those? One is called as the completion progress. In completion progress, what happens? You can get the student wise. The main purpose of the completion progress is to understand what that student has completed the progress or not, right? All these plugins you can just get it, but that is student wise, right? But then it is not possible that how many you are getting or not. So for that, there is some easy method here. And this easy method is the course completion progress. You can see course completion status, right? Course completion status. So click on this view course report, then you can just see the matrix that will be coming out here, right? You can see the matrix here, and you can say all here, page 1, page 2, right? All this, so that you can repeat here. You can download this in Excel also, all the course completion. And then you can see now that in Excel also it opens, right? Yes. So dear friends, now I must tell you that, okay, Asha madam, this solid box means what? The participant has to mark it. And dotted box means what? It has came, the Moodle will mark it, right? The Moodle will mark it. That is what the main difference is. Okay, fine. So what we have learned now today, what we are learn now, that what we have learned. There are two things that we have learned. One is completion progress. Second one is course completion status, right? Course completion status. Now that add a block, this add a block will not be visible when this add a block will not be visible when you have not made turn editing on. So if you have made turn editing on, you can just see, if you have made the turn editing on, this add a block is never visible, right? Many of the times, many faculty members ask me this question that add a block is not visible at all. So I always tell them that please ensure that it is turn editing on, add a block is on, right? So this is how the two very important plugins that we have in the Moodle that will show you whether the students are learning or not, whether the student has completed task or not, right? So this is how we can really go for it today. That is course completion progress and course completion progress and course completion status, right? So these are the two very important things, dear friends. Now, till now, I never shared my PowerPoint presentation, but I think today I should share the PowerPoint presentation to all of you, because Yasmin madam has told me to tell you how about the Bloom's taxonomy, isn't it? So the Bloom's taxonomy is like this. I will share my presentation to all of you. Just wait a while. So this is the basics of OB that we always share this with all the participants here. Today also, I think we can share this PowerPoint presentation to all of you so that you can go ahead with that. So, but just within 2 to 3 minutes, I will just cover up the Bloom's taxonomy part of it, right? Bloom's taxonomy, and that too action verbs. We are not talking about something else, right? Very simple. Bloom's taxonomy, action verbs. Right, action verbs. So there are 6 levels of Bloom's taxonomy. One is the remember level. Second one is understand level. Third one is apply level. Fourth one is analyze. Fifth one is evaluate, and sixth one is create. As simple as that. Now, if there is something which is a new creation, let's say for example somebody is creating new, then you obviously get a very large package. Am I right? But those who want to just evaluate already existing, then you will have a very less number of package. Analyze, again, less number of package here. And understand and remember, there is no package, because Google is giving a lot of answers nowadays, right? Even robotics, even robots are there, and then those who are bots, they are also doing lot of the work. In many of the industries, let me tell you honestly, that if you need to just understand, just pick and place robot. These are always used, right? So the first two level of jobs have gone already to the automation sector. We have already done it automation. Am I right? And this is what exactly we have taught our all computer and IT engineering students, AI, data science, all our faculty members, they are telling the students the same thing, that is, you go for automation, you can do this and do that. And this automation has given us the effect now that we have to compete with the machines nowadays. Right, we are not just competing with the human beings, but we are competing with machines also, and this is a very true fact. So in most of the automobile companies, there is a large automation. So previously used to say that 95% automation is there. In 2016, I still remember, but nowadays, within just last 2 to 3 years, it has gone to a 98%, 99% even, in fact. Right. So those who are having the same kind of repetitive operations, just like, let's say, line balancing, making spot welding to that automobile, or any other things, they have already gone to that. So we need to create a student who is thinking beyond just repeating the few things. Okay, just repeating the few things, and that is what is required very much here. And that's why analyze, evaluate, and create. These are the 3 more important options that we need to make it. Analyze is very simple, that is differentiate. So we analyze. Now let's say for example, if I ask you what is Zoom, right? Now let's say for example, very simple, Gmeet. Let's take the example of Gmeet. Then define Google Meet. List the items required in Google Meet. Now who will pay for this question to you? Because this is already available in Google. Am I right or not? Understand, classify, describe, explain. Explain how you can take the meeting in Google Meet. Then you will say, some of them, they will say, okay, you join, I will explain to you. It's very simple, right? Now, say for example, you demonstrate in how in Google Meet, which kind of extensions are available, what are the features available. You can interpret. Here your wisdom starts. So BT level 3 is very important, right? Next one is analyze. Say for example, now you wanted to make analysis of that is Google Meet versus Microsoft Teams versus again Gmeet versus this Zoom, etc. All this. Then obviously you require a software engineer, correct? And then if you want to evaluate Google Meet performance with other tools, then obviously you will say, no, the consultant need to be hired for this, isn't it? And that's how it is. And let's say, for example, if I tell you that as compared to these apps, you create your own new app, then obviously you are running your own industry for that particular purpose. So this is how the competency is defined by each and every student. And this is how we can do it here. Okay. So if I can just share with you that, let's say, for example, if this is an apply here, okay, so this is BT level 3, isn't it? BT level 3 here. And this particular thing that is create is BT level 6. You can see this is BT level 6. So the entire professional course is available here, right? Is available here. Whereas now these two levels have gone to the diploma as well as ITI. So I will say diploma and as well as ITI. So these people, they can do this here and we can share with them. So where exactly the competency of our students are. So this is the deciding factor. So you need to say, in fact, I think Reena madam has told that now I am thinking about how you can create a question with respect to rubrics. So because of rubrics, what has happened is that your even thinking of the questions also has changed. That is very important factor, isn't it? That's very important factor, and that's why it is doing here. So this is how the competency of these students can be defined with respect to this. Okay. So always remember that whenever you want to generate any kind of new question, you need to understand what is the Bloom's taxonomy for that particular question. Now let's say, for example, if suppose you want to go for this analyze, evaluate, create, then obviously the material is not available in the market here right now, right? So this will be obviously just like giving hints or giving more particular data in the question paper, right? Suppose you want to make entirely new machine, then you can ask this question theoretically, that is design and develop the steps for designing a new machine, but you need to provide them a lot of data. Then what will happen? Your question paper size will be very bigger, isn't it? You want to give evaluate. So give all data to the students in the question paper itself. Then what will happen? Then we can go through that. But majority of the times, we are saying now, no, the students cannot read so much of the big question and this all. Then probably we just bring it down. And this is how the BT level has been now gone to this. Remember that if you want your students to be employable, right? If you want your students to be employable, then obviously the very important thing you have to do is the BT level 3 to 6. It's very simple. Minimum 3, and you have to go to 6 level. Now let's say, for example, some of the students want to be, they want us to be entrepreneurs only. Then obviously you have to go with the BT level 6, right? So the COPO, what is COPO? Is the competencies, right? What is COPO? COPO is a competency, dear friends. And let me tell you, this competency will come up only after BT level 3 and 6. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy level 3 and 6. So this is how the action verbs will take place about that. And that is what exactly we are going to learn today. That is how the BT level is will be making in the questions. Okay. So I will open my Moodle now. That is the last time with the students here. You can just see. I'll go for login here. So basically, what is meant by COPO? What is meant by PO? What is meant by PO? That is program outcome, right? What is meant by CO? What is meant by CO? CO is
they have answered in the chat box, course outcome.
Yes, madam. Yes, I'm telling them actually, so that it becomes very visible. I'm just trying to make the sequencing part of it. Okay. Yes. Now you can see the course outcome. Okay. What is CO? Is the course outcome. So I have written here most of the times in university syllabus, it is written just like course objectives, you can see. To impart knowledge of basic manufacturing process like casting, to demonstrate. Now, let me ask this question to you. If Bloom's taxonomy action verb is not there, then what exactly you are going to do it? We don't know. To impart knowledge of basic manufacturing process like casting, joining, machining, and to introduce various equipments means what? What I will do in this? This is absolutely not clear. So the Bloom's taxonomy action verb has to be written in the course outcome, right? And there is one biggest mistake all the faculty members are doing is that they write students will be able to. Students will be able to means what? Means what? That I'm not sure. That students will definitely do this. I'm not sure. I'm saying students will be able to. The students will be able to do this. That is not certain. But students will. Definitely, that's a very certain thing, isn't it? So I have written here CO1, organize steps in casting process and formulate different materials for castability. So this is very clear, crystal clear. What the students will do, students will organize, students will interpret, students will develop, right? Students will appraise. Appraise process parameters means what? Now I am going to ask them the question. That is, you analyze different process parameters. So that is how appraise here. The students are going to draw. The students are going to value. The students are going to formulate. So this is how it is, very simple things that we can do it here. That is a course outcome and the program outcome. Now, ultimately, what is my program outcome? That is after the program, what the students will achieve, right? What the students will achieve. And how our course is helping for the PO, right? How our course is helping for the PO. Now, normally you will say, no, CO, PO matrix, all POs cannot be done. There are so much of the debate happening and so much all the things. But now, after last year, the NBA has made very simple. Question number 2.1.2, you just read once again. They have asked very simple question. If your university curriculum is not able to match with the POs, then what extra other steps that you have done it? What the beyond curriculum you are going to do it? It's very simple. They have already told. Right. So I am going to show you how I have made completely one COPO mapping question completely here. Okay, with the help of Moodle only directly. I made it for all the units, but I'm just going to show this one of my particular unit that I shown it to you on the first day also. But we'll see a little bit more difficult into it. Sorry, a little bit more constructive path into it. How we have created that plugin, right? So this is how a very simple thing that I have created here. You can just see the COPO plugin. Okay, you can see now. So I have created test CO1 to PO12. Now, how many questions are there? Questions are 12 questions, right? So these are the 12 questions here. You can just see advanced learner test. I am having this PO here, and you can see now. Now, I think all of you can go and visualize this. If I go and say edit quiz, then I think you can make it out from where I am going and what is happening to that field particularly, right? So how many questions are there? There are particularly 12 questions, right? So CO1, PO1. Now see PO1 here is engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design development of solutions. Conduct investigations of complex problems, modern tool usage, the engineer and society, environment and sustainability, ethics, individual and teamwork, communication, project management and finance, and last one is lifelong learning. Now we need to set up the question in such a way that by the process of answering that particular question, listen all of you very carefully, by the process of answering that particular question, the students will be able to develop that particular skill in them. Now, let's say, for example, if I ask the question to them, that is the COPO here, you can see now. So CO1, PO1 engineering knowledge question, how I asked. Just check out this. You can see here. Right? So I have developed this question like this here. And this is basically a short answer question. You can see now. So short answer question, I have made the plugin here. Okay. Short answer plugin that I have made it here. You can see CO1, PO1, engineering knowledge that I have given here, pedagogy, short answer. So this is how you can develop so that it can become like CO1, PO1. Following is a description of the casting process. The basic steps in the casting process are. So you can make your question here. Answer the following questions. Identify casting process, right advantage, etc. All this. And then what I done, since because this is short plugin, short answer plugin, I have written the keywords here. If the students write all these keywords, which are very important, then the grade will be given 100%. So I have given 2 to 3 answers here. You can see, and the grade is 100%. This is what I have given to them. And multiple tries, if the student goes for multiple tries, then it is 33% reduction will be there. And this is how the preview looks like. You can see now. So this is a short answer. Pedagogy is a short answer, right? So it will be very simple for all of you to explain to even this accreditation committee also. So second question is also I have done it as a which plugin? That is short plugin. You can make different use of your own plugins, right? That is not a big thing here. But how we are made analysis of this, you can see you can design the plugin now. That is CO1, PO2, program analysis. You can see pedagogy short answer, right? And there I have given this link also for NPTEL. If the students want to know about this link, they can go through this link and they can answer this question. Organize the causes of various defects shown in above figure. So there is a figure here in NPTEL. Directly answer is not being given. So you can directly make it out here. Okay, make it out a point. Correct? And you can see here, unable to fill the mold cavity. Then I have written some answer here in short answer plugin. You can see answer 2, answer 3. So even if the students write many of the combination of the keywords, that Moodle will give them the correct answer. Okay, so this is what I have designed here. And you can see always a preview. And if suppose the Moodle has given only 1 mark, and wherein you want to give 2 marks, you can give it 2 marks, right? That is called as a manual grading. So you can always override. The Moodle gives the authority to all the teachers to always they can do this here. Okay, you can see now. So this is another drag and drop question. And in drag and drop question, what I have done, CO1, PO3. Right, CO1, PO3, you can see design oblique development of solution, that is pedagogy. Pedagogy is drag and drop. Complete following for cupola furnace. And as I told you, this is the syntax, that is 1, then here it is 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. These are the syntax. And there I have given this answer here. Correct? This coke, jig, tires, combustion zone, preheating, slag hole, tag hole, etc. And then you can take a preview of this, how it looks like. You can see this how it looks.
Professor Vinay, I think so they can also click on shuffle for this pedagogy.
Yeah,
there is a
correct.
box shuffle. Yeah.
Yes. It is already marked here. That's why I cannot show this to you now, because it is already shuffled and this is already we are taking it out here. So next thing is, then you can make short answer once again. That is conduct investigation of complex problems. Most of the theoretical plugins that I used it here. You can see conduct investigation of complex problems, NPTEL, all this, etc. You can see pouring, basing and sprue, then ingates and runners, etc. All this that I have already given to you, right? So from this, what we can understand? From this, what we can understand? We can understand that now this COPO only questions we can do it. The rest of things Moodle will take care. You don't worry. Right? What are those rest of things? Rest of things are making follow-up, right? Going beyond the syllabus here like this. Because we need to go beyond syllabus, right? Modern tool usage. Say for example, this is the question, modern tool usage. So in model tool usage, normally we give just like a new software that is developed. These are the modern tools. Compare manual and simulation in casting. So such type of questions you can give it here directly, right? So you can do that here. You can see modern tool usage, engineer and society. Engineer and society, you can formulate personal protections used for casting process. So like this, you can make it here. That is safety feature. Safety feature we can add into that, right? The next one here is the environment and sustainability. Environment and sustainability means carbon emission, how much carbon it is going to be emitted. Then what is the, how many years it is going to survive, like this. Okay, right, strategies of casting sustainability, you can see. So you can give some links to the hints to the students also, and there you can design, right? Then next one here, I have used is match the pair. You can see now, match the pair here. And this is how the match the pair, that is ethics, rubrics, etc. You can see now. So I have maintained with ISO standards, different kinds of ISO standards, which are there. Okay. And you can see now individual and teamwork. Individual and teamwork means identify manual operations in investment casting. So which are the manual operations about that? In any industry, there are two types of operations, isn't it? Manual operations and automatic operations. Now, since there are many problems with the manual operations, that's why we are going towards the automation. But the first thing that we should always segregate between manual operation and automatic operation, obviously. Okay. So this is how the things are working here in our favor. Okay. Next one is here communication. You can see now the communication. And communication PO is very easy, dear friends. What you do, you just make a graph. Give a graph to the student and ask some important information from the graph. If the students are able to read their graph, it means that their communication is good, right? It's not just about oral communication. It can be about the written communication as well. So I consider this question of PO10, that is communication, very easy. That is just a graph. Okay. So we can just give them the graph or ask them to write something. We can do it very easily, right? So like this, we can define now. There are so many options together. And not only one option correct, but two options correct, three options correct. That is what exactly we can do it here. Okay. Right. You can see now. Yes, you can do it. Adityan sir, you can do it there. Drag and drop. Can we change the color of the blank to the uniform white color? No, that is, you need to check it. Achha, you want that color of the blank to be uniform white color. Okay, okay. No, color of the blank is not possible. No, color. I thought it is question that you want to change it. No, it will not be possible because there are some combinations, color combinations that is given by BTEC. That BTEC standard they are using, so they will not allow us, right? So like this, we can make very important things that is been done here. You can see project lifelong learning here. That also you can make a graph. And finally, what you can do is that you can just see now. You can always make a quiz statistics. So you don't have to worry about the statistical part of it, because it will give all the grading and everything to you, right? You can see this 46 here. And once it is completed, all gradings are available to all of us. So you can directly make calculation of COPO here directly. And for not only for the students, but also for the entire things. Okay. But for example, entire things, right? Saida madam, sorry, Rafia madam, this last PO 12, that is lifelong learning, is very easy. What you have to say, suppose now there is some instrument, then what will be the changes in this instrument after a few years? That you can ask the question to the student. That becomes very simple. How it can be a technological change, what is happening in that context. That you can make it very simple. So like this, you can calculate the COPO analysis completely here. You can just see, right? And then later on, what you can do it here is that you can go for statistical analysis also. Advancement like that. Yes, correct. You can do statistical analysis also. And it will give you mean, median, standard deviation, all this. And not only that, it will give you discrimination index as well as facility index, both. so that you can be very sure that the students have learned it. Now let's say, for example, for every question discriminatory index is more than 30%, then that particular question yields a very good learning, right? Suppose discrimination index is more than 80%, more than 70%, that question is very nice. So means what, the students have to learn very nicely, then only it is possible, right? So you can see here 72.36%, 66.42% here, 42.46%. So like this, I have gone this more than 30%. There is only one question, that is CO1 PO3, which is having a discrimination index of 21.78%. So even though it is less than 20%, so it is weak, correct? But if it is less than 20%, you have to change the question. But since it is not less than 20%, so I have written, but this is a weak preposition. If possible, you can conduct always a retest for that particular matter, right? So these are the things we can make it sure about that. And not only this, what we can do is, so this is about the direct element, that is quizzes and everything, right? So there is a very wrong notion among the faculty members that university examination means direct element and unit test means indirect element. That's absolutely wrong. It is not there at all. How to calculate? You don't have to calculate, madam. Rafi, madam, the Moodle will calculate for you. For all quiz questions, the Moodle will calculate, right? You don't have to calculate. Just go to the setting here and go to statistics. You can see, go to the statistics and Moodle will calculate for you, right? If you want its help, you can go to Moodle Docs. All the formulas and everything is available there. You can just tell them that these are the formulas, right? So you don't worry about that. This part has been already taken care by the Moodle itself. So this is about the direct assignment. What about indirect assignment? So indirect means what? Surveys, right? You can see now, this is the questionnaire plugin, okay? So what I have done, I have added questionnaire plugin here. You can see the questionnaire plugin, right? A questionnaire plugin, you can take it and you establish this questionnaire plugin like this. So what I have done it here now, I have just set up this question like this here, questionnaire plugin. That is not for students, external stakeholder. Please give your opinion about the learning that is resulted from COPO questionnaire. Give some timing if you want, restrict access, etc. All this. Save and display. Okay. And then what you can do is that you can come up with these questions here. You can see. And how I have set up this question. You can see now. There are various types of questions that is available in the questionnaire plugin, right? As Zinat madam has said that you have to click on and you have to find out what is this instances. Obviously, that is very much possible because let me tell you very honestly, even if the God comes and teach you, but unless until you pick up mouse, you pick up the pen, you struggle, you went wrong for one instance, nobody can help you in this world, right? So we are all in fact giving you just only motivation. We can give the environment to the student, but ultimately they only have to learn it. It's very simple. But we need to make a follow-up that they are learning it. And that's the reason why we are making such kind of rigorous follow-up with this. Okay. Yes. So Reena madam, it is discrimination index is like this, that if the student, so they are discriminating the students between that student who has come prepared in examination, and those students who are not at all come prepared in examination. Those students who come prepared in examination and then they score is a very good examination. But those students who are not prepared at all, but they are also scoring, just imagine what is the level of their examination. It is not there at all. So if discrimination index is very less, it means that for getting scoring of the maximum marks, the study is not required. You can just come down and just complete that study. Right. So this is what exactly happens in a hopeless question like write a short note on. In write a short note on, what we do, normally we just go with the presentation. We don't go with the whatever the answer it is gone, isn't it? So that's why it is there like this. Now go for the questionnaire plugin. All of you please understand now questionnaire plugin. Okay. Let's go for questionnaire plugin now because I'm going to show this to you. So in this questionnaire plugin, you can set the questions here like this. Okay. you can set the questions like this. Yes, you can do that, Mani sir. The questions here are checkboxes, date, dropbox boxes, essay box, level, numerical radio buttons, and rate. Rate is very nice plugin that we are having. You can just see now. So this is basically a question here. You can see. So this is a checkbox question that I have added here. Do you think questions framed as CO1, PO1 to 12 were appropriate as per outcome-based questionnaire and address curriculum gaps with respect to real-life application? This is a question that I have asked. Okay. Questions are for learning and not just for evaluation. Even if any answer is not correct, still it is learning. How many of you don't agree with this statement? That even if the answer is wrong, but by solving questions, the students have learned something. How many of you don't agree with this? Yes. So we obviously agree. So in Russia, it is a rule, it is a law that you cannot give 0 to student. In Russia, they are having a law that you cannot give 0 to the student. So what they say that even if the entire answer sheet is blank, even if the entire answer sheet is a blank, then also the student has taken efforts. They have read the syllabus, they have gone through that something. So in Russia, there is a law that you cannot give 0 marks to the students. So they can think about the answer, obviously, Gunashekhar answer. And let me tell you, those who have seen Tare Zameen Par, that movie, that particular student is not that. Yes, the particular student that is shown in the movie there, he just cannot write. That is what the problem is. But nowhere it is there ki he is not brilliant or something like this, isn't it? So maybe some of our students, because we never ask the student, that is, what is your competency? Is your competency in speaking only, or is your competency in listening, or is it your competency in writing? That we never ask. So that's the reason why it has been like this here. And in most of the Western countries, most of the countries where Washington Accord has been implemented, they always say that you cannot give 0 to the students. So please understand this. This is a net generation now, and we are also have to go and pick up with this. So this is the first question, that is a checkbox here. And the second question, you can see, the second question is a rate scale. You can add this rate scale question, and you can see now how is the syntax. Question number name is 2 here. Response required is yes. Okay. And you can see number of scale items, that is 5. Number of total rate scale is normal here, you can see. And these are the possible rate on 5 scale. So 5-point scale I have done it here. You can see number of scale items 5 means what? 5-point scale, right? 5-point scale is what? 1 is the lowest and 5th one is the highest. The learning that will result in attempting PO1 to 12 questions. So I have asked very simple question. Questions are for learning and not just for evaluation. Even if any answer is not correct, still it is learning. Share your learning experience by rating the process. So you can see now CO1, PO1, CO1, PO2, like this, CO1, PO5, like this I have asked the question. And finally, there's overall rating here. And save changes into this. And then you can see, preview this question. So this question will look like this. You can see now. This question will look like this to students. Okay. Do you think questions framed CO1, PO1 to 12 were appropriate as per outcome-based questionnaire and addresses curriculum gaps with respect to real-life application? Then the student say yes or no, like this. Okay, yes or no, like this. Then it is being given here. And you can see this is the questionnaire plugin here, CO1, PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4, PO5, PO6, PO7, PO8, 9, 10, 11, all this. And the student can mark rating here. You can see. And most importantly, the student can mark only 1. The student cannot mark many things here. You can see. No, sorry. The students cannot mark many things. Student can mark only 1. Okay. Student can mark only 1 into this. Right. So this is how it is there, and then submit rest preview. So what will happen if what we have done, we have taken feedback also from our examiners. Right. So this is how the questionnaire plugin can be used very easily. And then from that, you can see view all responses here. And you can see the ratings are being given here. 5, 5, all this, 4.0. You can see 5.0, all this, right? 5.0. So the total rating we can obtain here, correct? And then what will happen is that the 50%, sorry, 70% direct enrollment and 30% indirect enrollment, that I have taken it here. So 70% and 30% that I can make it very easily. Am I right? You can see now. So I will show you this PDF and the last page of this PDF. You can see there what we have done, all these questions and everything, we have made it into one PDF, that I kept it in one PDF file. You can see here. Just to show to the accreditation committee members, right? You can see here. And most importantly, all the students' marks, stampings, etc., everything will be coming here. When the student has started, when it has ended, everything is there. Okay, so no question of any kind of manipulation or exaggeration. That is not possible here. You can directly get the window here out of this, you can see. And you can get the total COPO, that is 5.112, right? And then what I done, I have taken this COPO, indirect attainment also. So the total overall is 4.5. That we got it from questionnaire plugin here. You can see. So this total here, we got it as 4.5. So how to calculate direct attainment now? It's very simple. COPO attainment, you can see. Direct attainment is 5.112 on 10-point scale. So indirect attainment is 4.5 on 5-point scale or 9 on 10-point scale, right? 70% of direct attainment plus 30% of indirect attainment, 70% of 5.112 and 30% of 9.0. So this becomes here 62.8%, 84%. It's very simple in that case. So this is how we can make it a COPO analysis completely. Okay. So for direct attainment, which plugin we have used? And for indirect attainment, which plugin we have used? Yes. So for direct attainment, which plugin we have used? We have used quiz plugin, or you can use assignment plugin, as Asha madam has told just now. Plugin also, but in assignment plugin, what happens? You have to make all theoretical. You have to make all answer evaluation, right? That is manual evaluation. Assignment plugin. Remember this. Assignment plugin is a manual evaluation, right? But quiz plugin is automatic plugin. So you can devise like this. You can think of what is that exactly we can do it here, and what is that we can exactly do in that way. So quiz for direct attainment and questionnaire. Questionnaire plugin is for indirect attainment. You can just see now. This is the questionnaire plugin, right? QUESTIONNAIRE. Questionnaire plugin. This questionnaire plugin is indirect attainment. So this is how we can do it, very simple, dear friends, right? And this is how we can do it here. So I will give 2 minutes to all of you. Just write down in the chat window what you have learned. Yes, even if the rubric is applied, assignment plugin is a manual plugin, obviously, right? Yes. So what you have learned, I would like to know now. Yes, plugin, everything. Okay. Okay, very nice. Yes. Bloom's taxonomy is verb. I am very happy to know about this. Asha madam, perfectly. So BT level 3 to 6. Very nice. It is employable. You rightly mentioned there. Bang on target. Very nice. Completion progress, BT level, etc. Okay, very good. Correct. Creates is the best of Bloom's taxonomy. Yes, create is the best of Bloom's taxonomy. Absolutely very right. So you will say, no, this is not possible, not that possible, this is not possible. Let me tell you, the teaching purpose is not to create questions. The purpose of teaching must be what? The purpose of teaching must be to create students, not to create just questions. Somehow you complete the examination, then you make it result and give him mark sheet. Is this a purpose of teaching? Not at all, not at all. To make the students competent is basically the purpose of teaching. Yes, very right. Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, thank you. So I will share this PowerPoint presentation to Yasmin madam today, and you can just go with that. Okay, that's an OB. We call it as basically.
Professor Vinay, you can directly upload the PPT in our second application FDP.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
people will be able to go and view that and can give condition like they have to view for completion progress.
Yeah, obviously. So that we can give it. Okay, that's not a big problem. Okay, so we can just share directly in the Moodle only. I think that will be much better as compared to anything else, right?
Okay, there's a question from participants. Professor Vinay, one question. They would like to know how to add Gmeet to Moodle, like how to add Gmeet URL to Moodle platform. Like they can open Moodle and from there directly they can click on the Gmeet link.
Yeah. Gmeet URL. Yeah, I will share them immediately. You can just see. Go to
can we just have a small demonstration on that?
Yeah, obviously, madam. We can have demonstration for that. Okay, external plugin. No, it is not external plugin, dear friends. It is very simple to go for that. You can just see now that
that's it.
In this plugin there is something. You have to add only in URL, nothing else. Okay, so you can just see now that you have to just go and add in the URL here. Go to activity and resources. Okay, you can see now this is a URL. This plugin name is URL. Pick this from add an activity or resource. So this is a resource. This is not an activity, right? You can just go to URL. That is a link, and from this link you can directly make it out. Okay, I will just share with you how about these edit settings are. You can see now this is the edit setting. Meet recording here. Go to this external URL. Just type it here, and this you can display here. Right, URL variables, and go save and display. Directly it will come. Okay, so this is the plugin. It's a very simple plugin, that is add an activity and resource. You can go to this link. Here it is URL. You can just see now. Here it is URL. URL link is there. You post your URL, whichever is there of Moodle. Right, URL is coming from activity or resource. This is a resource here. Add an activity or resource that you can make it here URL. It's very simple. Okay, now let's go for the final part of our presentation today. And I think in final part also, I will just skip crossword today. Crossword we'll see tomorrow. Okay, because crossword is slightly very different as compared to anything else. So we'll see it in tomorrow, the crossword. But today we'll see two very important games. One is called as Snake and Ladder, and second one is called as the Millionaire game, Kaun Banega Crorepati, right? So these two games are there.
Professor Vinay, sorry for the interruption. My dear friends, please follow the game plugin very carefully. Follow very carefully. It's very interesting for the students. So today he's going to handle two different types of game, and the balance will be handled tomorrow. Yeah, on to Professor Vinay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot very much for all of you. So, because I don't want to just make it hurriedly on something like this, so that's why I'm just sharing with you. So we have created a quiz, isn't it? And based upon this quiz, only these two plugins will be developed. One is the Snake and Ladder. Second one is Kaun Banega Crorepati. That is Millionaire game that we call it as here. Okay. So first of all, I will show you. Just imagine now what has happened. Just imagine what has happened. You have created CO1, PO 1 to 12 questions, right? Some of the students have scored very good marks. Some of their students have not scored good marks. So what is that we do with the students who had not scored good marks? What is that we do with the student? We leave them as it is, let's say, for example, or otherwise we can just take a retest. We just take a retest, nothing else we do it. But then just imagine that we have put them to make that particular question of CO1, PO1 to 12 only for snake and ladder. They can keep on playing, right? They can keep on playing them together. And this is how we can develop here. You can just see snake and ladder for CO1, PO1 to 12 I have developed now here. And this plugin is extraordinarily simple. You will see, you will feel, no, it is very difficult. Don't worry about that. This plugin is extraordinarily simple. Let me tell you this. Extraordinarily simple. Okay. So what is this? You can make the questions here. Whatever, how many questions are there for CO1, PO? That is 12 questions are there already, I have told you. So these answers can be shown here. Then there is a pin here. The student can keep on playing till the time they achieve it here. Okay. 64. So this is what already we are knowing about this. How to set up this? So how to set up this, I am going to show this to you now. Okay. So just wait. I will show two windows to all of you. So how to open this? Go to this add an activity and resource and open from the game plugin. If game is not open there, then you go to site administration, go to manage blocks, go to manage plugins, manage activities, and from that open the eye of that game, right? So if you open the eye of the game, then everything is available here to you directly. So game, so you can see game crossword, then we are using Millionaire and Snake and Ladder. These three main games that we always use it. Okay, that is game Snake and Ladders, game Millionaire, and game here it is crossword. You can use Hangman also, you can use Sudoku also. That is not a problem. Once you learn this, then it is very easy for all of us. So how we are going to make it a game here? You can see, go add an activity and resource and click on this game. The game is Snake and Ladder. And just when you click on this game, then this opens here like this. Okay. You can see now snakes and ladders that we have made is CO1, PO1. If you want to make a description, you can make a description. Otherwise, don't go for description. You can see source of the question is a quiz, right? Source of a question is quiz. You can see here. These are the quiz. So like this, we can make questions also, but I suggest to you that go for the quiz. Develop quiz first and then call it as a game, right? Just to begin with, for beginning with. That is a quiz. Second one is, you can see, go beyond that, and then select the quiz. Option comes as select the. So open the select the quiz. Which quiz you want to make it as a game and Snake and Ladder game? So I have made it here. Advanced Learner Test CO1 PO12 game. So we can make it a game here. Advanced number test. Maximum number of attempts 3. You can give as maximum as possible the number of attempts. You can see. Disable summary, you know here. You can see grade option. So grade to pass, that you can make it here. Grade to maximum grade highest, that also you can make it here. Enable options. Snake and ladder option. Question at the top of the image. You can see background 8x8 snake. You can make it here 4 snakes, 4 ladders. That is 8x8. Or otherwise 6x6, 3 snakes, 3 ladders. Or 8x8, that is 4 snakes, 4 ladders. That is a new one. You can see here 6x6, that you can make it. So I have chosen here 8x8, 4 snakes and 4 ladders. Okay. So this is a new. Then position of these snakes that you can define here. You can choose your file that you can define. But this is showing you L3, S5, these are the positions of the snakes. Now, what you have done is that you can define your own snake and ladder also. Okay, you can define your own snake and ladder also. Yes, Asar Ahmad said that will be coming. That plugin will be coming. You don't worry about that. It is available. Okay, so you can define your own snake and ladder positions as well. But otherwise, if you don't want, you want to make it very simple standard practice, you can make it very standard practice here. It's as simple as that. Okay, so this is how we can define it here. Header footer option, you can make it header option. You can write it here, something on bottom also. Then similarly, restrict access and activity completion both will be available. Activity completion, that is to go them into the completion progress bar, right? Completion progress bar. In the similar way, we can make it available here, right? And then you can see, click on save and display, right? Save and display. And when you save and display, that time this will be available to all of us. So you can just see the preview. The preview looks like this. So what was the snake and ladder display here? That is 8 by 8, isn't it? 8 by 8. Four ladders, 4 snakes. Just see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 ladders are there and 4 snakes are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can define their positions also, right? You can define their positions also, and this is how we can do it here very nicely. That is snake and ladder game. Okay. So you can make the quiz as snake and ladder game. Similarly, you can make the quiz for Kaun Banega Crorepati, right? But now see, there is a big difference in Kaun Banega Crorepati. You know what is that big difference is? In Kaun Banega Crorepati, how many questions were there? How many questions? In Kaun Banega Crorepati, how many questions were there? There were 15 questions. Am I right? Now see what happens. Now see what happens here. That any question goes wrong, you are out of the game. What is there? Any question you are gone, you went wrong, you are out of the game. But what you can do, you can give number of attempts. Let's say, for example, 100 attempts. So the students can just explore each and every option. Basically, why we require for the game is to make the students aware of each and every option, right? Now, just now you must have visualized that in Kaun Banega Crorepati game or Millionaire game, that is exactly here is, each and every option is explored because you are having a danger of going wrong, and then you have to quit the game immediately. You cannot go for another question, isn't it? Like this. So these are the questions here. Another thing, all of us, we must understand that in quiz, only one option correct MCQs are only allowed for Millionaire game. Right? These two things you must understand very well. Which are the two things? First one is there are 15 questions. So you need to give them more than 15. Let's say, for example, in Moodle you have given them more than 15. Then the Moodle will choose only 15 questions out of that, and it will circulate to all the students here. Okay. But the second very important thing is that you have to give these 15 quiz questions which are of only MCQs. Okay, you cannot give match the pair or something like this. 15 MCQ questions which are having 4 options, and out of that only one option should be correct. This is the syntax of the game, right? So I will repeat once again here. 15 questions, all MCQs, having 4 options, and out of that only one answer should be correct. Then only your Millionaire game will work, otherwise your Millionaire game will never work. And then you will never able to understand why it is not working. Okay. I request all of you, please somebody type in chat window, that is 15 dash MCQ dash 4 option dash 1 correct. Absolutely. Sheikh sir, you are absolutely written there very nicely. 15 slash MCQs slash 4 options slash only one option is correct. Then only this Millionaire game works. Otherwise, this Millionaire game will never work. Let me tell you very honestly about this, right? So in quiz, what we have done, we have taken 9 types of quizzes, isn't it? 9 types of quizzes. MCQ, then we were having the match the pair, short answer, then we were having essay answer type, then we are having calculated multi-choice, then we are having calculated only, then what else we were having numericals, then we were having drag and drop. So like this, these were the only options were available in the various types of quizzes. But in Millionaire quiz, especially in Millionaire quiz, in Snake and Ladder game, this restriction is not there. In Snake and Ladder game, you can have all types of questions. That is very much possible. Yes, she accepts TF not possible, right? Why TF not possible? Because that is the syntax of the game. 4 options 4 MCQs, that is multiple choice questions. Out of that, only one option has to be correct. Okay. So you have rightly written here 15/MCQ/4 options/1 correct. If you follow this syntax, then and then only, yes, absolutely right. 15/MCQ/4 options/1 correct. Okay, this you need to remember. Otherwise, your Moodle will never show you Kaun Banega Crorepati game. Let me tell you honestly. And I have seen so many faculty members struggling this for even days after days, right? So that's the reason why we brought this and bring it to you, correct? Another thing is there are 3 lifelines. Okay, you can see there are 3 lifelines now. Which are the 3 lifelines? One is 50/50, second one is help of telephone, right? And third one is help of people. So if suppose you are going wrong on the first instance, let's say for example you are going wrong, then the Moodle will automatically just make it your own. This 50/50 already it makes it and it goes ahead. So like this, you will be given 3 chances by Moodle itself. First 3 questions choices are available by Moodle itself, right? But then later on, if fourth one you are going wrong, then the Moodle will throw you back out. And now you will ask me this question, that is, what is this 100, 200, 300? Basically, this Kaun Banega Crorepati is a that we have seen Kaun Banega Crorepati in Indian television. Is basically an Indian avatar of American television series. That is, who will become the millionaire. So this millionaire game is here for, this is in dollars, I think, actually. 100, 200, yes, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. This is in actually the dollar-based game. So that's why they are given here all dollar-based game only. Okay, but you can make it very simple. That is 15 questions, and then you can make it here. And let me tell you, very importantly, the students enjoy a lot. Okay, and many of the students, they send me personal message that, sir, after 10 attempts, I have completed the game. They post in the groups also, ki I have completed the game. Then many of these students, they certainly go by that. Okay, so these are the 2 games that we have studied today. Now, I have not purposefully taken the crossword game because crossword game will take a little bit more amount of time. And today, I think just because of the pedagogy explanation, I have taken much more time before to that. And that's the reason why I have not conducted this crossword game. Crossword game we can conduct tomorrow. And there is a Moodle reporting and everything that is very simple. So we can compensate basically the time required for the crossword game. Okay. So in short, what we have studied today, completion progress bar, course completion activities, right? The difference between the course completion and the course completion bar. You can directly choose here one option and you can go ahead. You can see now. If you directly chose this one option and you can go ahead, this answer is wrong. So therefore my option is now wrong here. It will directly come here. Okay, it's very simple. Correct? So we have seen today, first of all, the completion progress. I can show this to you. You can see. So firstly, what we have done, we have shown the completion, we have seen the completion progress. Then we have seen course completion status, right? And then afterwards, I have shown you the questionnaire plugin, that is tracking of the student, questionnaire plugin. Okay. Then how to make COPO, that we have seen. And lastly, we have seen the game pedagogy. Out of these game pedagogies, we have seen snake and ladder game and yes, who will become millionaire, Kaun Banega Crorepati game, that we have seen. And both of these games are based on the quiz only. So you need not to worry about that, isn't it? The 2 games are based on quiz only. So why they should play the game? So that all the students are convenient with each and every question, and they are making the competency of why that particular option is good, why that particular option is wrong. They can make it very easily. And that's why they are being continuously gone into the loop. And let me tell you very honestly, that snake and ladder game is the most fabulous game. The student like it very much, right? It's like it's just a fun learning. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. I will just put up now the attendance and yellows to all of you. So thank you very much. Over to Yasmin, madam.
Thank you, Professor Vinay. Professor Vinay had made very clear to all of us that in the plugins, it's divided into two parts. One is the activity and the other is resources. So all of you all know if you're going to upload any PDF document or we are going to upload any journal articles, case studies and all that, that becomes a resource for the students. And if we are going to give them some quizzes, some activities, games, that is going to become as activities. So URL is actually what? Is it a resource or is it an activity? Professor Aman Kamble, are you here? You had this question.
Yes, madam.
URL comes under activity or is it a resource?
It is a resource, madam.
Yes, so you can give the students any URL and Gmeet also comes under resource. You can simply use the plugin URL plugin and you can put the Gmeet link over there so that student can straight away open their Moodle, click on the Gmeet link and they can get connected with Gmeet. So that is how Gmeet can get connected with Moodle. Right, thank you all for listening. Okay. I think so. We have, thank you, Professor Kamble. Thank you, Professor Kamble. We have, in fact, coming to an end of FDP tomorrow. Whatever balance is left, Professor Vinay will be handling the rest of the games and anything else which he would like to say tomorrow. He would be completing it, and we are allocating this Saturday exclusively for your presentation. So I request all the participants to please, if you have not created your Genomio site yet and you have not explored, please do create one Genomio site and try to use all your plugins. We're not saying you need to do a huge job, just a simple thing. You can use all plugin and simple things you can create. And anybody of you all want to present it on Saturday, you can make the presentation just as how Professor Vinay has been making the presentation all these days and Ms. Farah has been making. You can also make your presentation and tell us that yes, you have learned a lot from the training that we have been imparting for the past 7 days. And for those participants, everyday session, if suppose it's not possible, for everybody to, understand everything. So there may still be some few participants who might not have understood a few things. For those participants, we are giving a summary brief of what has been taught in everyday session on WhatsApp. So Professor Asrar or somebody, I think so in the group, had suggested that you can copy those summary brief in your notepad in your mobile and keep it there for your own references. And apart from this, if there are some exclusive doubts, I have seen Ms. Farah coming at 8 o'clock and even trying to clarify that. Apart from all these help and facilitations, we are also having some doubt clarification classes in the second week, which will also be considered as a course completion week for all of you all. So anything pending you can complete. And leaving this Saturday, the next Saturday to this Saturday, you will be getting your post completion certificate. So thank you very much, Professor Vinay, for all the effort you're taking. Thank you, Ms. Farah, for all the effort that both of you all are taking in making our participants understand. Before we wind up, can I request all our participants to unmute your video so that we can take a nice screenshot of your faces, please. All of you all, please unmute your video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All of you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot very much. Okay, meet you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. See you all. Thank you, Professor Vinay. Thank you, Mr.
Thanks, madam. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you.